Hey everybody, so I've been working on the Super Duty, the F-350 7.3 diesel. Cab corners, they were awful. So I got this one done, and then the other day I started chopping into this side. So I got this side all done now, almost all done. I need to do a little bit of touch up with some spot putty right there. Not so much here, but right there. You can see it from here, so that's pretty bad. But that's all in. I primed it up to the body line. I primed it all the way down to there. So I gotta sand it, spot putty it, and then I can finally paint this, put it all back together, and then I can start working on the off-grid property. So this is the tow rig. I'm gonna have to rent an excavator and all kinds of other stuff because I'm gonna put a well in, gonna drive a well, and do some retaining wall work and a bunch of other stuff. Build the sauna. The cabin's gonna probably wait till next year because I don't have enough material sawed up yet. Just letting you know where I'm at. I did bring the Driveshaft into the Driveshaft shop, and he said it should be done next week. But this Driveshaft right there, I found out those are pretty desirable off the 1-tons, the front Driveshaft. The reason it's such a good deal for me trading the Driveshafts is because I have quite a bit of Super Duty parts. I got this one, and then I got 03 across the road, so I have like one aftermarket Driveshaft. This one's I don't even remember what this one is, but this one's an aftermarket Driveshaft too. And I have 2 OEM Driveshafts. So he said the OEM Driveshafts are worth some money. I'm going to trade them for that Driveshaft for the Ranger. He said if I bring him a few of those, he'll trade me even up for the Driveshaft for the Ranger. So thought that sounded like a pretty mint deal. So I have no understanding of why the offset was so bad, because I measured the offset from the face of the rim to the back side of the rim, and it was exactly the same as those, but for some reason it was hitting the tire on the leaf spring, and that kind of sucked. So I put spacers in. Yeah, I know. So now we got plenty of space in there. We won't be hitting on the leaf springs anymore. So I'm almost done with the bodywork, and then I can drop the box back on. I got it masked off good enough. I'm gonna spray, I gotta finish sanding that out and put a coat of primer over the spot putty. But this side's all done, all spot puttied and primed, ready to paint. That one is needing to be sanded a little bit more, and then I can paint that. Not perfect, but you definitely can't tell it's done with spray paint. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. Might have to do another coat, but doesn't look bad. Okay, so just remember there is a hard line there. Remember, this is spray paint. So it's gonna be a 25 footer. I can blend this in. I'm gonna see if I can blend this in with clear. I'll come up to, I'll retape on this body line, on this side of that body line, and then I will take clear and I'll just try to spray it in, and I'll try to break up that hard line. If that don't work, I mean, I can tape it and just spray with black and then just try to feather it in. This is all in theory. I haven't done a lot of painting before, like very little to, I mean, I've painted like the sawmill and stuff, but it's not like automotive. But get a pretty nice clean coat of paint on it. So I mean, it's totally possible to do with the Rattle can. I got a spray gun and stuff, but I don't have all the stuff for the old base coat clear coat. I have this exact black, but I don't have, I don't know what it is. I don't have activator, something, I don't remember. But I think it's good enough. It's just a tow rig. Rust holes are patched. I'll take and throw some semi-gloss on that so it matches the frame. And then I'll paint, oh yeah, I painted this side too. This is still tacky. I just painted this like 7 minutes ago. This side isn't as nice. I got a couple runs, like there's, you can see one right there, one right there. I just don't have enough light in here to be able to stay on top of it, but this all looks pretty good here. That all looks pretty good there. No runs that I can see in that. So I'm happy enough with it. This one I tried to tape it a little bit different. I taped it right to the body line like I was talking about in the other one. So I'll leave this for a while and then I'll probably sand it and try to blend it in with some clear and see which way works best. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of automotive painting before, so. But for a Rattle can, my opinion, it looks pretty dang good. Time to get the rear wheel spacers put in and then get it out of here so I can get some stuff done. Start doing some towing with it. Need an excavator. Probably almost right away I'm gonna have to rent an excavator because we're gonna start digging out some stumps and getting prepped over there for our off-grid sauna. And our little off-grid property is literally just right over there across the road. There's nothing there now, it's just a blank piece of property. I did have the sawmill set up over there. Probably drag it back over there because it just makes a mess. It's convenient to have it in the driveway, but you got to clean up your mess every single time, and that kind of sucks. I like to just do a bunch of sawing and then do some building, and yeah. I won't really start another extensive build until this fall, like the Ranger build, but it'll be that Samurai right there. I'm guessing will be the next build. I started it a while ago. It's going to get a 22R and Toyota axles. The frame is already pretty much done. I just have to clean it up and paint it because all of the chassis saver, that's what happens if you spray chassis saver on it and you don't top coat it. The sun just literally eats it away. So that'll be the next big build project. I got some Dr. Z's on it, some missing links, and some Jeep. I think they're like 2.5 inch. What are they, YJ? I think they're for a YJ. I can't remember. But they're 2.5. And then you get the missing links and the thing gets a little bit crazy high. You might have to do spring under axle, axle over spring, whatever. So we'll see what happens there. I got a set of 35 Super Swampers for it. So it's either going to be rock crawler or just little woods basher. So there's a little heads up for you. That, and I got to do some cleaning. All the junk left over from the Ranger, axle from the exploder. Just got to do a dump run, clean some of this junk up. But that's it for now. Have a great day.